Hello. Krishna is the favorite god of most Indians. He is the favorite not only because of his cuteness but because of his friendliness. He is considered the friend of every person, a friend who runs and comes for your rescue in the times of need. In Brindavana, every child was Krishna's friend, and Krishna was the friend of every child. For any problem, for any unhappiness, for any happiness, for anything, every child would run to Krishna to share it with him. Every mother was like a mother to Krishna. Every lady in Vrindavana considered Krishna as her son. Krishna also considered every mother as his own mother. But his real mother Yashoda was very insecure about the security of his son. After seeing a lot of demons attacking Krishna, she was so worried about his well-being. So one day she decided to lock him inside the house. She locked the door and asked Krishna to play inside the house. His friends peeped from the window and asked Krishna to come over. Krishna, with all the respect for his mother, would not do anything wrong. He told his friends, "You guys carry on. I will not join you today. I will not join you until my mother allows me to come out." Thus, Krishna and Yashoda stayed together at home the whole day. One day passed, 2 days passed, 3 days passed, but Yashoda was in no mood to send her child outside. Krishna had to do something for this. He would not stay back at home his life long. So he thought of a plan. When Yashoda was away in some other room, he went to the corner of the room and started munching the mud of the ground. Yashoda came back. She could just see the back of Krishna, wherein he was doing something with the ground, with the floor. Slowly, she came near Krishna without making any sound. She kept steps after step with utmost care that no sound is made. She came near Krishna, suddenly grabbed him by his hands, turned him around just to see that Krishna's mouth was filled with mud. Krishna gulped all the mud, wiped his face, and stood as if he has not done anything. Yashoda dragged him to the center of the room, asked him to open his mouth. She was angry. She was telling that was the food not enough for him. She started screaming, "I give you so much of butter, I give you so much of food, but still you're going to the corner of the room and eating mud? Why do you eat mud? Now open your mouth, open your mouth. I want to see the mud, I want to see the mud." Krishna made face like an innocent child and he says, "No, Amma, I didn't eat the mud. No, not me, I didn't. Yashoda was angry and was about to give him a tight slap. That's when Krishna opened his mouth slowly. He opened his mouth. Yashoda peeped into that small little mouth just to find the whole universe inside this mouth. She sees the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the mountains, the rivers, the valleys, the trees, the plants, the ants, animals, fish, everything. She also sees the little Krishna and Yashoda inside his mouth. She faints and falls on the ground with the shock. When she recovers, she realizes that this little boy was not only her son but something very divine. The divine energy which had come down to earth for the betterment of earth. She bowed to him, opened the latch of his door, and asked him to go out and play and do the work required for the upliftment of the world. There are multiple incidents like this where Krishna proves time and time again that he was born to make the earth a better place. One day, Brahma, the creator of universe, was flying on his swan in the sky. The followers of his casually mentioned to him about Krishna. They are not aware that Krishna is an incarnation of Vishnu. For them, Krishna is a small 8-year-old boy who is doing miracles upon miracles. They praised him to an extent that Brahma got jealous of Krishna. His pride and his ego was aroused, telling he was the creator and nobody was as much big as him. Ha! He told, it's after all an 8-year-old boy. He must be some magician who is doing all the tricks. He is nothing compared to me, the creator of this universe. But the followers say, Prabhu, I think there is some power with this boy. Why don't you come down and see? Brahma agrees. They come down to earth near Brindavana just to see Krishna play happily with his friends. Krishna had gone with his cattle so that the cattle would stay away happily there. It was afternoon. All were asleep after having a happy lunch. Suddenly, one of the boys gets up, goes in search of the calves, because calves are the little cows which have to be taken care of. He does not find any calves. He runs back to Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, my calves are not there. I cannot find these calves anywhere. Please help. Krishna jumped to his help and told him to stay back near the tree where they were all sleeping. He runs around the place in search of the calves. These cows were kidnapped by Brahma just to teach Krishna a lesson. When Krishna comes back, he finds that his friends under the tree are also lost. They were nowhere to be found. By the time when Krishna had gone in search of these calves, Brahma had kidnapped these children. He had put a magic on these children so that they fell asleep, and he had carried them over on his swan and flew back to his place. Krishna realizes that there is something fishy over here. Being Almighty Krishna, he changes into many Krishna. He forms many Krishna, and these many Krishna become his friends. So it is like a group of Krishnas in different forms going back to their houses. Krishna transformed himself as the calves which were lost, and these calves also moved towards the houses along with the boys. When they entered the houses, their mothers found extra love towards their children. They found that something very deep in them was attracting towards their children. The same feeling was experienced by the mother cow too. There was complete happiness in the Brindavana. Every mother loved their child to a divine extent, and every child loved its mother to a divine extent. After 1 year, Brahma remembers that he had kidnapped few children from Brindavana. Suddenly, he is surprised that he forgot about it and he rushes to Brindavana. He comes to the same place where he saw he kidnapped these children. What does he see? He sees that Krishna is playing with the same children whom he had kidnapped, and the calves which he had taken from there were still there, grazing happily. He looks around to see that thousands of Brahmas were around him. All the Brahmas stood hands folded towards this little boy. This little boy emitted so much of light and energy that all the Brahmas were uttering the shloka in praise of Krishna. Brahma rushes to Krishna's foot, falls on his foot, and asks his pardon. Says sorry to him that he had turned blind with his ego and pride. Now, Krishna's turn to talk. He says that all the Brahmas of various universes have come here just to make you realize that you are not only the only Brahma. Every universe has their own Brahma, and every Brahma is as capable, as powerful as you are. Brahma realizes that he is also a small part of the whole universe, and there is no point in being so proud. Thus, Krishna, as a little boy, had taught a beautiful lesson to the creator of this universe in a childlike manner. I hope you enjoyed this story.